Okay, some excellent clips of the zone read game against the Bear front. Here, we appreciate Coach Bud Foster and his staff compiling these, and we're going to kind of take a look at both sides of it here. There's some three technique reads as Ohio State's doing right now as they're reading the true three technique here, and there's some pure five technique reads here. One thing I want to make clear is before we start the videotape is that when you talk to Charlie Wiles, the defensive line coach at Virginia Tech, not much time is spent. I mean, he spends time on it, but not a ton of time is spent on that backer to the boundary and that defensive end to the field on really playing a zone read as opposed to just keeping their shoulders square, okay, and being able to play the quarterback as the box player or as the force player in this scheme. The main point, and this is what makes Coach Foster such a tremendous coach, is that he placed a lot of emphasis on the level of the back. So if that defensive end to the side of the back is getting a level 3 read, meaning that back is deep, so he's anticipating some type of mid-zone read or tight zone read, he will tighten his alignment up and be in a position, okay, to squeeze the down block, the tackle, and be able to play the quarterback if he bounces. And we talked about the three technique pad back fundamental in an earlier clip, but that's important as well. So right now you're just going to get zone read out of three technique. The problem here is the defensive end up top is going to poke inside. Okay, now this is an out block. They're blocking on a man concept here because they're reading the three technique. Ohio State is, but you can't peek in here like that. Let a good quarterback get around you. So that's the first bad clip that we're going to see here. And again, we have some tight shots and an end zone shot. So if you look at number 4, he's the field side defensive end. Okay, the three technique is going to handle it back. You got this outnumbered. Okay, if the quarterback takes it outside, you have the defensive end. He takes it up inside. You got the rover, but defensive end loses responsibility. That's a level 1 read by the back. So now you're getting quarterback off the power read game. Okay, now you got a pull. You got a backside pull here. So this defensive end is a box player. He's the backer into the boundary. He's taking on, hammering that back inside. He's taking on his inside shoulder. Okay, being physical here. He peeks inside here. That's a problem. Okay, ball gets outside. Not more frustrating than that as you sat in the room with Coach Foster going over these clips. Very frustrating to see players know their responsibilities but not execute it. That's a crucial error on the Virginia Tech board when they go over film. Okay, so here you see not a good hat placement, not good hand placement. Ball gets outside. Okay. This is a good clip to show you because Coach Foster talked about having the presence. Anytime Ohio State will run that jet speed or that speed sweep motion, he wanted another player aside from that defensive end handling that quarterback. So right now, that nickel, okay, should be sitting right here. There should be 2 players on the quarterback. Okay, so the quarterback decides to take it. Decent technique. You'll see it for the end zone shot by the end. But more importantly, this player should be the extra fitter to play the quarterback as he is here. Misses the tackle, but the defensive end cleans it up. We'll see the end zone shot. Be better look for you. Okay, see that defensive end's able to close ground. Okay, he's in a good position right now to play the quarterback. We freeze the tape now. He could make that tackle, but again, keeping 2 on the quarterback, especially players such as Ohio State had, that does help you. Duke. We were showing the 3 technique before. Some pretty interesting clips about Duke because that 3 technique was doing such a good job. He was widening his alignment. You see he's almost like in a 4-eye here. And he was padding back into that tackle. And what that does is it gives the defensive end room to be able to play both, essentially. The give of the A-back and the pull of the quarterback. And we'll see here in a second. So right now he's trying to hold thick into that B gap. Here's the defensive end. He's going to close. He's going to see the mesh. Okay, he's able to see the mesh, he's able to collapse and play the dive. Just got to make the tackle, but you see the players there to make the play. Duke again. Virginia Tech's jolting to Bear. Pre-snap. Excellent job right here. Here's the defensive end. There's a 3 technique. Okay, he's going to pad back into that tackle. What that allows is it constricts the gap here. There's not a lot of room for him to just shuffle that defensive end and play both. Okay, he sees the give, and he's there for the wind back, as is the rover. Got two players on the wind back, which is what you want against these zone read teams. Duke again. Get the end zone shot. That is another play by the defensive end. To the right. Okay, good penetration. Pad back. All he's doing is closing. And again, what that tells him is that back's in a level 3 read. He's behind the quarterback. He has to anticipate some type of mid or tight zone coming at him. Him being to the read side. But pretty good play on the back right there for a 2-yard gain. It's another play by the defensive end. That's a level 3 read. Back is deep behind the quarterback. Now he can tighten his alignment up. He can almost be shoe to shoe, anticipating being the read side of the zone read game. Good pad back, nice square shoulder pad back technique, forcing that tackle to be able to stay in that B gap, forcing that tackle to get a big body surface on him. You see that defensive end is now able to squeeze a little bit. Okay, he's able to see the mesh. He's able to collapse on the mesh and make the play. That's just a tremendous picture of what defending the zone read should look like in the Bear package. This looks like Cincinnati in the bowl game. There's defensive end. He knows the backs. I mean, you can see the quarterback's toes are in that yard line. Looks like the back's toes are a yard behind. He's got to anticipate the zone action. Okay, now this may not be such a tremendous pad back because his shoulders are not square. He's able to wash. Now, the difference between the pad back and not playing the pad back is now if his shoulders are perpendicular, now he can get washed, creating a large run gap in the C gap for the wind back. Very important coaching point. So now that happens, but again, this player is a pretty good athlete. He's able to close quick enough and make the play for a 2-yard gain, whatever it may be. Cincinnati again. This might be the last clip. Okay, now not doing what he needs to do. He's got a sniffer to his side. He's got to be in a good position to plant that foot, read direct. See, the shoulders are not squared here. Quarterback takes it around him. We'll see the end zone shot. And you see he knows that's his responsibility. He's got to keep his shoulders square. Quarterback pulls it. He's got to be in a good position to plant. Okay, and get to that upfield shoulder to the quarterback and make the play. He does not do that here, and it's a big game for Cincinnati. Talking zone read in the Bear package. Coaches, thanks for listening.